Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I greet you according to your time. All right, guys, today we are going to be watching another new episode together. Meanwhile, before we go into that, I would like to invite you, please, if you know today is your first time coming across this channel, put on the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you will be notified anytime we post a new video like this. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you. And to my new subscribers, I officially welcome you to Favorite News TV. Thanks for coming around, guys. I do appreciate every one of you. All right, guys, today we are going to be watching this video together. We do react to some of our video as well. On this channel, we talk about news, politics, and every other things that are going on in that country called Nigeria. All right, guys, let's dip into the video and watch the video together. Meanwhile, if you know that you like what you are seeing, please do wait to give us a thumbs up. And when you do give us thumbs
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Biafrans all over the world. Good morning, friends and lovers of freedom. I will please ask you to join hands with me to say very wonderful morning to our leader, His Excellency Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu, to also say wonderful morning to the highest office of this hallowed family, which is DOH. I will also not forget to say a wonderful morning to our head of finance, Nnedi Oramma Nnenayanya. Good morning, dear friends. Those of you who are working assiduously to make sure that this Biafra that we have died for, that we have sacrificed, almost everything sacrificable, will come in our own time. I say good morning to you all. My name is Dr. Ikenga, and I am here this morning to speak to you, especially you online comment section champions. I will gladly go straight to the point without wasting anyone's time. So Biafrans, our champions, those of you who are on comment section, those of you who are working assiduously to make sure that this struggle that we all are into will not be taken over by the enemies, both the internal and the external enemies. I want to salute you. I want to salute you. I want to salute your courage. And I want to say to you this morning, wherever you are, that duty is called. I repeat, I want to say to you that duty is called. I'm talking to our online comment section champions. I am not talking about our warriors, those of them who speak. I'm talking of the comment section champions. I want to salute your courage. You guys have been there for us. You guys have been protecting us. You guys have doing everything humanly possible to debunk the attacks of our enemies, both the internal enemies and external enemies. And I want to also let you know that the reason why I leave the comment section open today is to allow some people to show their stupidity. Then my handler, my social media advisor, and my admin will go ahead and do what they're supposed to do. I will not prevent you from commenting, but the only advice I will give to you is to please be constructive with your criticism. As you all know, this is struggle, and everyone is entitled of his or her opinion. So I will not prevent you from criticizing me. I will not prevent you from disagreeing with things I say, but please be very careful with your comments. Be very, very careful with your comments. But if you decide to do otherwise, then we have no choice than to take you off and block the hell out of you. So that's just by the way. Now back to our own comment section champions. Like I said, duty is called, and you are expected to do the needful. As you all are aware, for some months now, we have been attacked front, left, and backside by our external enemy and the internal enemy. Those of them who hate democracy, those of them who hate truth, those of them who hate humanity, those of them whom have mapped us out for total extermination. All they do is to cook up and form and team up to come on our live broadcast to attack us front, left, and backside. It's not as if we don't see all the attack, but we have decided to give them time to repent of their sin. But as you all know, these people have decided not to repent. All they do is to bring all manner of insults, all manner of bully on our comment section, thinking that we don't know what to do to them. We can block them if we wish to, but we just give them time to repent. And most of them have decided not to. And believe you me, these are paid agents. The agent of distraction, the agent of confusion, the agents of demon. That's who they are. They come in many forms. Most of them have the picture of our supreme leader on their profile, on their DP. Most of them have the picture of Senator Enyinnea Baribe. Most of them also have the picture of our late Queen and the King on their DP. And what they do is to use all these platforms and the profile to attack this struggle, believing that we don't know who they are. Opposing things we say, we have no problem with it. But bringing confusion, evil kind of distraction on our comment section is something that we can never tolerate. And for that reason, I am calling upon every online comment champion to get up and do the needful. I repeat, I am calling upon every online comment section champion to get up and do the needful. Now, you will listen to me, both online comment section champions and our own online warriors. I have a message for you. And I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to say. I repeat, I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to lead out. Look, let me repeat. Everyone have the right to come up with a constructive kind of criticism. But if you come with destructive one, we are not going to accept it. We are not going to accept it. And that's the reason why I'm calling upon our comment section champions to stand and defend this hallowed family like you have been always, jealously and seriously. Biafra Python, you are one of our online comment section champion, and you have been doing it for years. I salute you for that. You will continue to defend this hallowed family. What we do is just, it doesn't matter how people take it. We don't advise or advocate for violence. We don't advise or advocate for war. We don't advise or advocate for all kind of crime that you ever think of. All we want is total freedom of our people. All we want is total emancipation of our people. All we want is freedom to decide how we want to live in our place. So anyone can twist it, anyone can decide to say whatever they wish to. But the most important thing is that everything we do it within the law. Everything we do it within the law. And I will ask you to continue to do that. Now, I want you to listen and listen attentively. Both you comment section champions and our online warriors. I want you to listen to this message. I want you to listen to this message. This message I'm about to read out is not from me, but is from above. This message I'm about to read out is not from me, it's from above. I may not tell you where the message is from, but believe you me, you can ask anyone who is on top. They may explain to you better. But I want you to pay very close attention. I want you to pay very close attention to this message. Because of the content of this message, and because of where this message is coming from. Online comment section champions, our online warriors, please pay close attention. Pay close attention. Pay close attention. Now let's go. Comrades, we have accommodated a lot of shit from enemies within. We must go out to unleash our venom on the enemies. There is no restriction on what you have to do to our enemies. Let's move in any way people attack us or attack our frontline activists or our structure. It is getting out of hand, and we must all go out there to defend this hallowed family. I will repeat the message again. I will repeat the message again. And I want you as a comrade to pay close attention, not because of me, but because of the content of this message and where this message is coming from. Online comment section champions, online warriors, I want you to please pay close attention. Pay close attention because of where this message is coming from. It's not from me. God who lives in heaven knew that I am not in position to give you order. But because of where the message is coming from, you must pay close attention. Now you listen to me. All we want is peace. And never will IPOB ask for war. I repeat, all we want is peace. Never will IPOB ask for war. All we do is to defend ourselves against internal and external enemy. What we are doing is within the law. As a law-abiding people, we never ask for war, and we can never advocate for any crime. All we want is the right to decide how we want to live. Never will I advise you to go attack Nigerian government. Never will I advise you to go and attack anyone. Never will I advise you to go and destroy any institution that belongs to government. But all I ask of you is to defend yourself, defend the family of IPOB, defend each and every property that belongs to us. That's all I ask of you. Enemies can always twist what you said. Enemies will always look for a way to kind of, deform your character. That's the job of enemy. And you must understand that the enemies we are facing, they are very smart. And you have to be smarter than them. I repeat, you must understand that the enemies we are facing, they are very smart. And they have all the necessary weapons in their disposal to unleash the attack on you. But you will resist that by protecting yourself, by defending your life. It is a fundamental right of any being to live. Nobody have right to take anybody's life. Nobody. Nobody have right to take anybody's life. And every human being have right to live. So you will defend yourself against the internal aggression or external aggression by following the rules and the regulation that guide this hallowed family. Now you will listen to me again. My name is Dr. Ikenga, and I am one of IPOB online warrior. And every message that comes from me is fact and verified. Every message. That's the reason why I ask you to pay close attention. Because of the content of this message and where the message is coming from. I will not deceive you. I will not lie to you. I will continue to guide you in the right path. That's my duty. My duty is to defend this family. My duty is to say the truth at all times. My duty is to make sure that we win this war. It doesn't matter how aggressive our enemies are. It doesn't matter the names they are calling us. It doesn't matter their style of deformation of our character. It doesn't matter. It doesn't get to us. But all we do is judge. All we do is judge. And I will keep repeating it. It is a fundamental human right to live in peace and to decide on how you want to live and where you want to stay. Now you will listen to the message again. You will listen to the message again. The message led, comrades, we have accommodated a lot of shit from enemies within. We must go out there to unleash our venom on the enemies. There is no restriction on how you will go about that. The enemies are getting more smarter. The enemies are becoming more aggressive. The enemies are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that they deform our character. The enemies are making everything humanly possible to paint you bad before the international community. And if they succeed in doing that, that's the end of you. I repeat, if the internal and the external enemies, if they succeed in doing that, that's the end of you, and that's the end of your supreme leader, who is in the hand of the enemies. Now you will listen to this message. And this message is for you, you online champions. Ada Iboka, you are one of online champion. Biafra Python, you are one of our online champion. Samson Samuel, you are one of our online comment section champions. And now this is message from above to you. We are noting the names of those who are defending this struggle jealously and seriously. We are taking note of you all. Do not think our leadership are not seeing your hard work. Do not think what you are doing online is meaningless. Do not think we are not taking note of your great job online. You must go out there to debunk every lie against every of our activists or our structure. I repeat, you must go there online on comment section to defend our activists and our structure. Now you listen to this message. The message is from above. When I say the message is from above, you understand what I mean. When I say the message is from above, you understand what I mean. Now, let me read the message. He said to you people, comrades, we have accommodated a lot of shit from enemies within. We must go out there to unleash our venom on the enemies There is no restriction on attack against the enemies. Let's move in any way people are attacking our front, activists, or our structure. It is getting out of hand, and we must all go out there to defend our cause. This is message that I have for you all. And how will you identify these enemies? I put on article yesterday concerning a woman called Nnamdi Kanu. And this Nnamdi Kanu in question have been one of the worst and the most aggressive enemy that this hallowed family is facing now. Because the woman have caused a lot of damages in IPOB. Judge that our leadership have decided to keep mute and overlook some of this woman's sin. And I will go ahead and give you some of the few atrocities this woman called Nnamdi Kanu have committed and still committing. Number one, these are the many sins of this woman called Nnamdi Kanu, and I stand to be corrected if she think that what I'm about to say is not true. I stand to be corrected. Now you listen to me. Few days after the news of abduction of Nnamdi Kanu broke, Nnamdi Kanu phoned Sanwo-Olu, a vibrant member of DOH, and suggested to him to overthrow the HOD, Mazin Chika Edoziemo, the head of DOH, and take over the leadership of IPOB. Sanwo-Olu being a loyal person to the commandment of IPOB and this very hallowed family, questioned her over that and finally cut Nnamdi Kanu off. This is one of the sin Nnamdi Kanu committed. And second, few days later, the same Nnamdi Kanu released audio message online accusing Nnamdi Kanu personal secretary Caroline and the head of finance Nnedi Oramma of betraying and selling Nnamdi Kanu to Kenya government and the Nigerian government. They send Nnamdi Kanu. Now, third, Nnamdi Kanu released another allegation online that IPOB head of finance, Madam Nnenya, embezzled the fund raised for ESN. The same Nnamdi Kanu. Number 4, days later, Nnamdi Kanu appeared on Simon Ekpa's program via phone call in a live show accusing DOH, Caroline Okarafo, Nnenya Kanunta, and Nnamdi Kanu's attorney of being compromised and being behind the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu and being the reason why Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary renditioned to Nigeria. Descend Nnamdi Kanu. Number 5, weeks later, Nnamdi Kanu led a team of USA women that call themselves Omuada to Simon Ekpa's live show via Zoom, where they announced a coup against DOH, Descend Nnamdi Kanu, declaring themselves the new IPOB leadership. asking Biafra not to listen to DOH again, and they also boycott Radio Biafra. Next day after this, Nelly Ofebu released a memo online that they have taken over the leadership of IPOB. They send Nelly Ofebu. Number 6, despite being expelled from IPOB by the leadership after the coup saga, Nelly Ofebu keep appearing on Simon Ekpa's show via phone calls, announcing and speaking to Biafran to stop attending IPOB families meeting or stop paying the monthly dues. They send Nelly Ofebu. Few days later, Nelly Ofebu released on Facebook Nigerian GTB bank account name and the number she claimed to be ESM account number. On the same Facebook page, she also released a photo and a video of some badly decayed corpse she claimed to be a members of ESM, which is what we called insubordination. Are you guys listening to me? My name is Dr. Ikenga. I will repeat it again so you will understand it properly. Few days later, Nelly Ofebu released on Facebook the Nigerian GTB bank account name and number she claimed EXM numbers being paid from. On the same Facebook page, Nelly Ofebu also released a photo and video of some badly decayed corpse she claimed to be a members of ESM. He allegedly claimed that were slaughtered and abandoned by members of DOH. Descend Nelly Ofebu. Nelly Ofebu claimed that these badly wounded and decayed corpses, they were killed by DOH. Descend Nelly Ofebu. Now you will follow me. Number 8. Just last week, Nelly Ofebu shifted her allegation to Nnamdi Kanu IPOB legal team. She called them names and accused them of being compromised and working for Nigerian government to make sure Nnamdi Kanu never regain his freedom. She also accused them of dismantling lies and fake information to deceive people. Descend Nelly Ofebu. Just days ago, Descend Nelly Ofebu launched a very heavy attack on Nnamdi Kanu entire family. She stated that Kanu's family are the enemies of Biafra. That Kanu's family is the cause why Biafra has not been restored. She accused Nnamdi Kanu youngest brother, Mazi Emmanuel, the fine boy, of being so evil, wicked, and committed many atrocities, according to Nelly Ofebu. Let me jump this place. But this is where I have problem. Do you know that the same Nelly Ofebu accused Kanu Takanu of being engaging in a spiritual sex with the head of finance of IPOB? The same Nelly Ofebu. You know, the reason why I'm reading out all these fake accusations and very destructive criticism of Nelly Ofebu is for you to understand the enemies that I'm talking about. It's not only the enemy outside we are facing. We are facing both of them that is inside. And most of you are friends to this enemy. A friend to my enemy is equal to my enemy. A friend to the enemy of this struggle, it's enemy to we all. And I want you to follow me. I want you to understand something. Before Nnamdi Kanu's abduction, this Nelly Ofebu was the one who scattered and destroyed the team of IPOB medics in diaspora who came together to offer a voluntarily advice on fixed aid application to Biafrans back home. Nelly Ofebu released their names and the work numbers and their workplace on Facebook online to jeopardize their career and their position. I will explain this place. You know, okay, let me finish. Then I will explain this place. The said Nelly Ofebu, listen to me. She also said that all people from Alochukwu must be killed before Biafra can be restored. That if we wish to get Biafra, that what we have to do is to gather every human from Alochukwu and kill them. That's the only way Biafra can be restored. Descend Nelly Ofebu. Now, my question is, do you, as online warrior and the online comment section champion, do you still need me to explain further before you will understand the aggressiveness of these external and the internal enemies of Biafra? Do you still want me to explain further before you will understand? Let me give you the message from above, in case if you're not there. This is the message that I was asked to deliver to you. You online comment section champions, you online IPOB activists, those that we called our online warriors. This is the message you must allow to sink into your consciousness and to operate 24 hours with this message. Because of the content of this message and where the message is coming from, my name is Dr. Ikenga, and I say it the way it fits. I don't lie. I am a servant of the Most High. I say things the way it is without missing word. Now you will listen to the message. This message is from above. This message is to you all Biafrans out there. I want you to listen to that message again. The message read, comrades, we have accommodated a lot of shit from enemies within. We must go out there to unleash our venom on those enemies. I repeat, comrades, we have accommodated a lot of shit from enemies within. We must go out there to unleash our venom on the enemies. There is no restriction on attack against the enemies. Let's move in any way people are attacking our frontliners, our activists, or the structure of this hallowed family. It is getting out of hand, and we must all go out there to defend this hallowed family. You have been waiting. Some of you have requested that the Father may speak. Some of you said that you can only obey when you hear from the Father. But the Father have been speaking to you. You refuse to understand. You refuse to be smart enough to know when Father speak. It's not those of you that said the Father will see the Father at the last day. Yeah, are you listening to me? You always request that the Father may speak so that you will listen. But the Father have been speaking to you. You refuse to listen. You will go out there to defend this hallowed family. You will go out there to unleash your venom on the enemies of mankind, the enemies of democracy, the enemy of freedom and justice, equity and fairness. These are the people that we are talking about. And you who are always requesting that the Father may speak, but the Father have been talking to you, you refuse to listen. You keep on waiting for the day the Father will appear before you will understand. Before you will understand. I've asked you a simple question. Those of them who tell you that they are working for IPOB, from the look of things, let's assume that all their plans have worked for them. Do you think you will still have anything called IPOB? Those of them who have been associating with the enemies, do you think if all their plans work for them, will you still have a family called IPOB? The question is no. I will ask you, like I was told, to remain law-abiding person, to never take the law into your hand, but defend IPOB. This is all we have. And they never born any human being that will make us to drop this hallowed family. It is our right. It is our right to be free. The reason why we want to be on our own is because those that we are kind of pleaded to be with, they have decided that we are not going to live. They pick us at their own time. They behead us any day they like. They rape us any day they wish. They rape our mother, our women. Our children are not safe with them. Our children are not safe with them. All the rights others have in Nigeria, we don't have it. Nigeria, as big as Nigeria is, the only functional airport in Nigeria is Murtala Mohammed Airport. Other ones are just Audio International Airport. Only Murtala Mohammed. In the same place, the only functional seaport is Apapa. But the question is, are we not in the same country with these people? And the place they put this international airport and the seaport is not as if they are in love with those people, but because they have no choice. Because the same thing we are suffering is the same thing the people they put international airport in their place is suffering. The thing is, why is it that they are afraid of coming together to reason and decide on how we're going to live? It doesn't kill. Nobody died. It's all about negotiation. It's all about negotiation. Nobody asks you, oh, that we are going to, no. We are not advocating for any war. We are not advocating for any disunity. The only thing that we ask for, let us sit down and decide. If the constitution is not working, let us do something about it. If you bring restructuring, they will say no. Okay, since you don't want restructuring, allow people to have their referendum and decide on how they are going to live. You said no. Why are you protecting one Nigeria that was created? That's what I don't understand. Why are you protecting one Nigeria that was created by a white man? And the same white man that created Nigeria told you that these people and these people are like oil and water that can never come together. After the creation of one Nigeria, they said to you people, if any part feel dissatisfaction within some so years and so years, they are free to break out. Was it not the agreement? The same people that created you people said, educate these people and you will lose Nigeria. What kind of contraction is this? What kind of concocted country is this? There is no single thing working in Nigeria. The hospitals are not working. The schools are not working. The roads are not motorable. There is no pipe-borne water in Nigeria. Common electricity. It's only the rich enjoys electricity in Nigeria. Only the rich. Only the rich. And as a leader, you seems not understand that this country is not working. Every year, every 4 years, you bring a governor or you bring every this thing, you bring president, and they are the same group of people. The same group of people. I will repeat this to the world. The indigenous people of Biafra, what we want is very simple. Allow us to have a referendum to decide if we can continue with Nigeria or not. That's all we want. Allow us. You preventing us from, getting our referendum is like sending us to destroy our pledge. You are sending the youth to destroy their pledge. Today, everyone is talking about Mburummiri. Everyone is talking about Mburummiri. Mburummiri. But we never take time to ask ourselves, why Mburummiri? In case you don't know what is Mburummiri, Facebook. Mburummiri is a hard drug that is not okay for human system. That can even create a hole on your brain box. That can easily turn somebody to a mad person. This is Mburummiri. But almost all the youths now engaged in abusing of these drugs. Because of what? Because of frustration. Because of frustration. Mburummiri is something that damages people's system. No human with a right thinking faculty will engage himself in smoking that hard drug. No human being. But today, it's becoming normal. Because beating people to stop them from taking this hard drug is not something that will stop it. It's additional. You know the meaning. It's something that when you are taking it, you will become addict. And before you know it, it will destroy you, destroy your system, destroy your future. But why is our youth engaging in this hard drug? Because of joblessness, no employment, frustration of all kind, no working system, no database. Nothing, nothing. But we keep blaming the youth. Killing thieves cannot stop armed robbers. We get to the root. Take a look at our place. Take a look at the place you flog people. Undeveloped. Everything is shattered and whacked. No system that is working. Everything is just like that. And you still have right to tell people to behave normal. It's as a result of poverty and frustration in Nigeria that is not driving the youth into this drug abuse, which is not good and advisable. But what would they do? You can't flog it out of them. That's just the bitter truth. If you like, flog them from now till next 20 years. It will not stop them. The only thing that can stop them is to build a working system. A working system in the sense that everyone will be traceable. We must know what you're doing at this time. We must have people that check people to know where you are at this time. It's 12 o'clock, you're supposed to be in your office. What are you doing in a bar? To check every nightclub, to check every drinking bar. It can never be tracked if the system is not working. Let us say the truth. It can never. Let me tell you something. In other country, even in South Africa where I live, you see, as I'm talking to you now, if the government want to pick me up, very simple, because the system is working. Whatever you are doing in South Africa, that you are not arrested is because they never have time for you. Excuse me. Are you following? I said in South Africa, if you are doing something and they leave you, not because they can't get you. Any day they want, they will trace you and they will get you because the system is working. But tell me, how are we going to tackle this monster called Mbulummiri? Tell me how we're going to fight the abuse of drugs, because the person who is flogging people also smoke Mbulummiri. If you don't smoke Mbulummiri, you will not, the person who is even flogging, you will not know. How will you know? But you don't know that he's also abusing Mbulummiri. There is no workable system. There is no workable system. That's the reason why Nigeria need a referendum. Let there be referendum to everybody. All this nonsense will stop. Boko Haram will stop killing. All they want is to be on their own. If they want Islamic this thing, you give it to them. It is their right. It is their right. If they say that they want Islamic, you give it to them. If they decide on how they want to live. If they say that they don't want the sale of alcohol in their place, you stop the sale of alcohol and the killings will stop. Very simple. Why are we pretending as if we don't know what is wrong with Nigeria? Or that we can't end all this nonsense? We know. It's very, very simple. If these people said they want the Islamic State, on their own side, you give it to them. Let there be a referendum to everybody in Nigeria. They are not that bad people. If you take your time to speak to some of them, you will get to know that it's out of frustration. Because the system is not working. Because let me tell you the mindset of those who are killing in Nigeria. Even the bandits, Even the Fulanese who are in the bush, they are also frustrated. It's out of frustration that will make somebody to spend 10 years in bush only raping. It's not as if they are also frustrated. They think they don't want to live good. Let the system begin to work. Let the system begin to work. If the system begin to work, all this nonsense will stop automatically. But nobody wants to listen because everybody don't care. Let the system begin to work. We keep on talking janjaweed this, janjaweed that. The janjaweed we are talking about, they are also frustrated. They are also frustrated because normal human being cannot be living in bush for 10 years, only raping people. Raping and pillaging, killing people. Anyway, I think I will have to end the program here because I promise not to take much of your time, but I think I've taken much. I think I have to stop now. And I will continue tomorrow or next. So I thank you all for listening. And I believe that you have learned something. I believe you have learned something. And I will still go ahead and inform you of the message from above. Those of you who are waiting for the Father to speak, those of you who are waiting for the Father to speak, be smart enough to know when Father speaks. Those of you who are waiting for the Father to speak, be smart enough to know when the Father talk. Now you listen. And if I'm done, you will judge by yourself. Who do you think is speaking here? Listen to this message from above. To you all online comment section champions who are debunking every lie against Nnamdi Kanu, against DOS, against this hallowed family, our structure. They are seeing all your work. DOS may not come out to tell you, oh, you are doing good, but they are watching. They know who is who. They know who is who. They know who is who. So, I was told to advise you to continue your great work. To continue your great work. Do not relent. Do not be deceived. Do not join the enemies. Don't allow them to confuse you. Now listen. Now listen. Listen to the message from above. Those of you who always request that the Father may speak, be intelligent enough to know when the Father speaks. Now you listen. He said, Comrade, Umu Chineke. Comrade, Umu Chineke. We have accommodated a lot of shit from the enemies within. We must go out there to unleash our venom on the enemies. There is no restriction on attacks against the enemies. Let's move in any way people are attacking our frontline activists or the structure. It is getting out of hand, and we must all go out there to defend this cause. I believe you understand what I mean. So now, my advice before I end, anyone that think he or she will not obey the command of DOS, that person is actually the enemy of this struggle. Neyo febu with the man that she's busy useless. Nelly Febu with anyone associating with Nelly Febu in Biafra's affair is your enemy. Listen to me. Anyone, you can be Nelly Febu's personal friend. Personal friend. Just personal. I have no problem with it. When it comes to one-on-one personal, I have no problem with them. But when it comes to friendship in Biafra's affair, she is our enemy. And anyone that invites her on his or her platform is also enemy of Nnamdi Kanu and the enemy of this struggle. It doesn't matter how good you are doing. It doesn't matter how good you are performing. It doesn't matter how much you have given. It doesn't matter what you have invested. It doesn't matter what Nnamdi Kanu asks you to do. Nnamdi Kanu can ask you to do something. DOS have the right to stop you. I believe that most of you will be confused now. I repeat, Nnamdi Kanu can ask you to do something. DOS can ask you not to. Because you must follow the rules. For example, Nnamdi Kanu asked Ikechukwu Onora to post a news that come from certain newspaper on the platform of IPOB. Ikechukwu Onora, being one of the principal officers of this hallowed family, and someone have broadcast with Nnamdi Kanu before, moved ahead to do what Nnamdi Kanu asked him to do. China Sanworu said to Ikechukwu, no, you will not. You will not post this thing.
All right, my amazing people, thanks for watching. I do appreciate every one of you. If today is your first time coming across this channel, please, I just want to remind you, don't forget to press on that subscribe button. When you do subscribe, please do where to put on the notification bell so that anytime we post a video, you will be aware of it. Thanks to all my returning subscribers, and to my new subscribers, I officially welcome you to Favorite News TV. Yes, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on this video. Share the video with other people. And please don't forget to leave your comment on the comment section. Love you all.